residents of Riot City! We want you to make some noise! Welcome back to the Riot City Academy and welcome to RCW Live 51. We are not just live here, we are live directly down there streaming on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Sean Fuster, he is the difference, Tyler Daniels. Are you ready for a night of incredible action? We are rolling out of Rocktoberfest and onto the road to the Riot City Rumble next month. But you remember the Rocktoberfest had a few problems and a few changes, and we've got one for you tonight. Izzy Shaw, per the orders of our general manager, will be facing a mystery opponent here tonight. And this time, I actually don't know who it is.
One thing I do know though, Sean, we're going to see the debut of something very special by someone you know very well, your best friend, Jimmy C.
Best friend's putting it a bit high.
Your best friend, Jimmy C.
It's a bit high. We're friends, sure, but... Look, Jimmy C is going to be debuting his brand new talk show, The C-Section.
The C-Section.
The C-Section.
So, Jimmy C's going to spill his guts.
I think the point is he's going to spill somebody else's guts, and his inaugural guest is the official ego and Chris Basso's best friend, Matt Hayter. Looking forward to seeing what Matt Hayter has to say after Rocktoberfest, you know, with the...
I tell you what I am looking forward to see is our main event tonight. Two guys that I know very well, very long histories. I don't know that I've seen them wrestle before, but we've got the Dark King, Zach Sabbath, taking on... Jeez, what am I here for? The man of mayhem himself. Thank you very much. HAVOK.
Well, with all that in mind, I've just got one question for you all. Are you ready to riot?
No. More importantly, help us. Are you ready to riot?
Let's send it back to the audience on YouTube. Let's let them know what it's like to be here, RCW Live. Are you ready to riot?
The opening match of RCW Live number 51 is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring and hailing from the dark web. Weighing in at 95 terabytes, he is Antivirus! And his opponent, weighing in at 91 kilograms, he is the 2019 holder of the key to the city, Cadie Tre!
Listen to that ovation to kick off RCW Live 51 for the crossbreed, Cadie Tre.
Absolutely, Sean. Lovely to be here. Riot City Wrestling Live 51 from the RCW Academy. What a great vocal crowd we have so far this evening. Should be a great night of action.
Cadie Tre coming off a very big, very impressive victory against the official ego Matt Hayter at Rocktoberfest and laying down the gauntlet for the Riot City Rumble November 9. He will unlock his key to the sea opportunity and challenge the champion, Rocky Monero.
Indeed, very, very unusual. Actually came out and said, I'm not going to challenge you right now. I'm not going to take advantages. I want you at your best, Rocky. I want you 100%. I want you in a one-on-one match. That's when I'll give up my key to the city. I will unlock my chance then and there. And a brand new look for Antivirus here, Sean. Undergoing a little bit of a makeover, has he?
That's right. Of course, last time we saw Antivirus was on our historic RCW Live 50 when he engaged in that hellacious all-out war with Carlos Diaz that went all around the building.
Indeed. I'm surprised he's actually had a chance to recuperate since then. That was a beating that both men gave each other.
Cadie very fiercely protective of that key. He fought hard to get it. Your referee for this first match, Skinny Ref. And we are officially underway for RCW Live 51. Antivirus is an interesting study, Tyler Daniels. He came here saying that he was going to take out the evil in Riot City. Almost seems like he's deciding who's evil and who's not.
Well, Sean, what does evil mean? Evil is a contemporary thing. Does it mean the same to everyone? Is it a perspective thing?
I can imagine most things are a perspective thing with you.
It's all about perspective, Sean, you know that.
Right now, his perspective is the ceilings. Cadie Tre takes him down with that big, hard shoulder block. Jumping over now, and again. Antivirus answering with a shoulder block of his own.
Very athletic, huge height on that leapfrog there, Sean.
But Trey ready for that. Antivirus surprising with the agility. Into the shoulder. And again, that agility from the man of terabytes. Cadie picks him up. A lot you can do from a fireman's carry, but you've got to hang on. Oh, Antivirus daring him to take the shot.
And Cadie Tre not sure here, looking somewhat confused.
Well, you would be a little confused. I mean, look at him.
He's in a prone position, Sean, just giving himself up.
The face paint, the laughter, that almost Joker-esque kind of look. I'd be worried too.
Cadie meeting him here at his own level.
Oh no, the Mysticular submission hold. He's locked it in. It's a mouthful of face paint there for the crossbreed.
Big right hands in the corner. Cadie Tre now dragging Antivirus back out. What's he going to do with him here? Back into the...
Antivirus too quick. Wisely taking a bit to rest, but it's not going to be enough. Cadie is clearly not looking past Antivirus.
Absolutely not.
Tricked there. Whoa! On the floor. Massive neck breaker. Cadie cannot afford to get hurt in this match, Tyler Daniels.
Well, it's interesting, Sean, you say that. Why would he have taken this match on? He's got a huge opportunity at the RCW title come up in Riot City Wrestling's Rumble, and he wants to put it all on the line tonight, as you said, possibly... look, let's hope he doesn't get injured because we don't want that match to be interfered with.
Well, let's put it this way. Cadie Tre is, and you'll pardon the pun, a very hungry competitor, and he's not about to back down from any challenge. When Riot City management said you've got a match, he probably said, let's bring it on. Lining him up. Back into the turnbuckle. Thunderous impact right here by commentary. Oh no, look out! My God. Almost kicked the face paint off the man from the dark web.
Indeed.
Cover. This is it. Strong kick out there from the Antivirus. Still got more in the data bank. Trey, we've seen his entire career when you think about it, Tyler Daniels, from a young man here at this very academy. Swinging neck breaker, shades of the Wolf Dog, no. Blocked, sent for the ride. What's this?
Driving those elbows deep into the neck of Cadie Tre there, hanging him out over that second rope.
I was just going to say he's become quite the wily veteran, but he was surprised there. Antivirus with the shock of the new. I mean, how do you prepare for this competitor who can do that?
was a drive-by dropkick style onto the apron. Caught Cadie Tre flush on the jaw.
Amazing vertical leap there by Antivirus. The residents not happy about that at all. Virus staying on target. Nobody home. Trey, there's that swinging neck breaker. Cover.
Quick
That's going to be enough
here.
to put him away. Still a 2 count. And let's be fair, with everything we saw Antivirus go through last month in that hardcore match, it's not surprising he can come back from that.
He took a huge beating. There were weapons galore. There was a huge ladder spot through a table, etc. It was a war. You said it earlier. It was a war, and he did come through that. So
Going for force fed. Rolls him up, schoolboy. Not enough.
does seem to be a lot of fight left in Antivirus still.
What a backstabber!
Goes
That could be it.
quick
Upset
pin.
victory. Still just a 2 count. And you can see that hardcore war on our YouTube channel, including clips from all sorts of shows, especially Rocktoberfest. Antivirus going upstairs again, hoping to hit this time. Cadie Tre playing possum.
Doing enough to catch Antivirus on the top rope there, Sean. Now climbing up himself. This never leads to anything good, Sean. You know that.
What goes up must come down. It's just a matter of who's hurt worst when they land. Antivirus fighting for his life. What is this? Sunset flip powerbomb from the top rope. He's folded him up. This is all over. No!
Sean, just a quick question. What would this mean if Antivirus could get the win here on Cadie Tre, knowing that Cadie's about to go into having a title shot at the Rumble? If he was to pick up a victory here, does that put him deep, deep in contention for that title?
That's a very good question, Tyler Daniels. I think Riot City management would be foolish to look past him if that was the case, but imagine the psychological damage that would do to the crossbreed.
Absolutely, Sean. That is the other thing I'm worried about there.
Setting him up now for the Juggernaut drive. No, Cadie flips out of it. Goes for force fed. Bounces him off the rope, spun around again. He's got it, force fed! Cover. It's all over.
Your winner, Cadie Tre!
A little bit more difficult than the crossbreed would have liked, I think, but still, the victory and the momentum going into the Riot City Rumble.
Yeah, true. The momentum's what it's all about there, Sean. A victory for Cadie Tre here at RCW Live 51 will take him into the Riot City Rumble against Rocky Minero for that championship with momentum.
November 9th at the Latvian Hall in Adelaide, streaming live on YouTube as well. That's our next big event, and that man will be in one of the 2 main events.
And undoubtedly the biggest match of Cadie Tre's short career.
That's right. Will we see him ascend all the way to the top? We've seen his career, as I said, from rookie up.
What an amazing year that would be if it was.
Sign of respect there for Antivirus. Might give the man from the dark web something to think about in terms of who he picks next time as evil. Cadie Tre's going to go into the Riot City Rumble with a lot of support from the residents. Is that going to be enough to upset the Icon? You've faced the Icon many times.
Look, Sean, the crowd noise for or against Rocky Minero is something that he loves either way, and it's not going to play into him. He knows how to handle that situation. It's going to be a
The following match is scheduled for 1 fall.
Wait a minute. That's not on our run sheet. This is Tony Toro, the man that stole the women's
the
championship.
man that holds the women's championship.
He stole it from
Holds.
Mickey Fortune.
Holds it clearly. You can see in the ring. Holds it. And you're right, Sean. This is not what we anticipated.
Wait a minute, he stuck something over the championship.
Shut up, you potato. Shut up, you potato with eyes.
Oh, that's not the way to speak to our residents.
Well, accurately.
If you just shut up for a sec, I got something to say, and I'm going to say it.
Tony Toro wasn't even scheduled to be here tonight.
I didn't have him down for a match this evening, Sean, so this is a total surprise to me.
Right? I'm just going to say it, all right? Shut up, you idiots. No one understands what you're saying. Do you know what? Last week at HQ, all right? Sabbath, I had a pro wrestling match with Sabbath, and he decided to spit in my face. His screen mist went all in my eyes. I could not see, and then I lost. He cheated, and I lost.
Apart from the cheating, that's a fairly accurate recap of what happened at Rocktoberfest.
It's true, because Sabbath should have been disqualified.
What?
Zach, get your ass out here. I don't care that you got a match later on. I'm going to kick your ass right now.
Well, that is a change up. This will definitely.
That's not Zach Sabbath's music.
No, I was going to say this will change our. This will change our main event, but this is the other member of our anticipated main event.
This is the man called HAVOK.
What has he got to say about this?
He's supposed to be in our main event with Zach Sabbath.
No, Toro. You don't get to come out here tonight. Tonight is about me. Tonight is about me getting the respect I deserve when I pin the supposedly great Zach Sabbath. You don't get to come out here and run your mouth. It's about me.
There's a familiar sound.
Well, that wrinkle after wrinkle here, Sean. Is Zach Sabbath going to be able to iron this one out and tell us what's going on?
Here comes the Dark King now. Calling to his people, calling for a microphone. Our broadcast colleague Andy Anderson, the informer, running it over there as fast as he can. You don't want to keep the Dark King waiting.
Cut it, cut it, cut it. Now, you guys might not know a lot about me, but I'm an equal opportunist, and I'm more than happy to kick both your asses! So I tell you what, tonight's main event, because I'm the king, has just been changed to a triple threat.
Whoa!
You're welcome!
The Dark King making his own rules here in Riot City, and I gotta say, I like that proclamation.
Can he do that? Does he have the jurisdiction to change that on the fly?
He's a king. He just did. That's Prima Nocta in action right there.
Well, that just changes everything, Sean. Quick, give me a pen. I need to make a rewrite or something because we now have a triple threat main event.
That's right. Our main event tonight, as Tyler Daniels said, a triple threat match. HAVOK, Zach Sabbath, and Tony Toro. You got to know HAVOK's not going to be happy about that.
And apologies to our listeners and viewers at home if Sean and I seem a little stunned. We are just as stunned as you because we were not expecting any of that to happen.
This is why you got to be here live for RCW.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 195 pounds of concentrated clouds, Hype Beast, Little Onyx!
Little Onyx coming off a victory at Rocktoberfest over Kid Kondor in a battle of the High Flyers.
Absolutely, Sean. They went hammer and tong, high-flying move after high-flying move. They matched each other all the way, and as you said, Onyx did come out on top.
And his opponent, from Powerhouse Gym, and weighing in at 120 kilos, Bill Bradshaw!
Look at that beast. Can you believe that once upon a time that physique was hidden under an RCW referee's shirt?
The worst referee I think I've ever seen, Sean. Made so many bad calls, put his hands on wrestlers, should have been barred out of this company and out of this profession. However, he's decided he wants to put his hand up and actually do it properly in the ring, so, you know, He is a unit. I'll give him that. He's a big unit.
And so far, he is 1-0 here in Riot City Wrestling.
Oh, well, why don't you just say he's 100% record, Sean?
100% Redshaw.
You're terrible.
This is going to be an interesting matchup here. Hype Beast, of course, a fairly experienced competitor, has competed in promotions around Australia. Redshaw, as we say, on match number 2. Oh. Onyx likes to have fun, folks.
Onyx is asking Redshaw to dance, and Redshaw is just flat out refusing. Not a man of jokes or fun and games, I wouldn't.
Oh, and a dab on him there as well. I don't think that this is the guy you really want to score points on, Onyx.
Look, he's a big man. I'm not sure how many wrestling moves he knows, Sean, but the 2 or 3 that I've seen that he does, they are powerful.
There's power right there. Fiery temper there from the big man.
And I don't think Onyx was expecting that at all as he just dances one more time.
Oh, don't want to do that, Redshaw. Onyx is going to outwork you. Oh, no. I say that. I stand corrected.
Big knees in the corner from Big Bill.
Thought Big Bill was going to be outmaneuvered there. Apparently not. Redshaw. Got to watch that temper. Boot to the face by Onyx. Catches him. Answers with a knee. Fired up. Look at that.
Everything about this man is big, Big Bill. He hits big, he hurts big, but I tell you what, he does also fall big when he gets hit.
What's this? It's the belly to belly. What a slam. Yeah, don't look at me like that. You heard me, the belly to belly. That's what it's called. You said you didn't know how many moves he had? That's another one. And this.
No, not quite. Rushes into the ropes, drags back, roll up now, 1, 2.
Onyx fired back into the ropes there. Redshaw swings and misses with the clothesline. The combination. Onyx lining him up. My God, Redshaw just picked him up. Dead weight power slam.
Absolutely.
Ring the bell, that is over.
Your winner, Bill Redshaw!
Have to correct my broadcast colleague there. It is Big Bill Redshaw, and that's another big win. That's 2-0 for Redshaw.
Absolutely, Sean. 2-0. And what did you call it? The dead weight power slam.
The dead weight power slam.
Well, I tell you what, this is a big man. He's a powerful man. He gets in the gym often, you can tell that. And clearly, deadlifts, dead weight, and Onyx got all of that.
With tree trunk arms like that, there isn't much that wouldn't be dead weight to him. Redshaw taking a moment here with the residents. He's pumped. Who wouldn't be 2-0?
He actually reminds me of one of those big power or weightlifters, after the Olympics, and they're pumped up. He's got that same sort of intensity about him. So good on him. As I said, he's in the ring. He's allowed to put his hands on wrestlers now. So,
and you know what? He's just like the San Francisco 49ers, undefeated so far.
I think you're going to say reaching the salary cap, Sean.
Ooh. Time for us to move on now, and oh dear.
What do we? Oh,
I see what's being set up.
Residents of Riot City,
I'm concerned.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the Riot City Academy in Hindmarsh, the debut of the show where everybody spills their guts. It's the C-section with Jimmy C!
This is either going to be truly amazing or something that requires some
Here's
buckets of
your
brain bleach.
host, Jimmy C!
Something tells me the word true is not going to be a lot to do with this show.
Jimmy's wearing far more sedate clothes than normal.
He considers this his late show TV debut, sort of.
We know Jimmy loves to talk. I wonder whether Matt Hayter's going to get a word in edgewise.
Oh, goodness me.
It's like Tony Barber reincarnated.
It's more like Grant Denyer.
He doesn't need to be reincarnated.
How we all doing tonight? Welcome to the show where everybody spills their guts. Welcome to the very first talk show in Riot City Wrestling history. Welcome to Jimmy C's C-Section. mate. George Clooney, Tom Cruise, Robert Downey Jr., all the names of actors. But tonight, I have a very special guest for the very first edition of the C-section. As you can see, I've spared no expense with the set, and I've spared no expense with this guest. He is one of the most controversial figures in Australian wrestling history. He is Matt Hayter.
Is that the level of comic genius we can expect?
Unfortunately, yes.
Your friend.
Nonetheless, this man, controversial is something of an understatement. He made his debut here in Riot City Wrestling by kicking Selena Jinx in the face at HQ. He has been booed. He has been cheered. He has been Chris Basso's enemy. He has been Chris Basso's best friend. But we don't know what they are now after what happened at Rocktoberfest.
That's a very good point, Sean. Things did not go to plan for the egotistical one. And,
Or did they?
What are you implying, Sean?
I'm not implying, I'm asking. We know how crafty Hayter can be. Was that his plan all along? Maybe that's something Jimmy can ask him. I hope he does.
I hadn't thought of that, Sean.
You hadn't thought of something devious? I must be getting better at this.
I failed to see that. For everything that you've told me, they were best friends and nothing could go wrong, Sean.
Hayter not happy with the response of the residents. Just keep smiling, Jimmy. This is
All right, I'll introduce him one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man with an ego that has its own postcode. He is Matt Hayter!
There we go. In the business, we call that pandering to the guest.
I'm not in the business of pandering, Sean, so I wouldn't know that.
You're in the business of being pandered to. You have been here since March.
And rightly so.
Tyler Daniels, I think we're about to see why people slow down at car crashes.
Which one of these two are you calling a mangled wreck?
Yes.
Interesting. Matt Hayter just getting rid of
Seriously. Chance
Yeah,
like
centre
50
fold.
bucks a piece, mate. Come on. Anyway, Mr. Hayter, what a ride that you've been on since coming to Riot City Wrestling. I mean, it's been a fun one. It's been an interesting one. A lot of twists and turns. So, you're looking to go to the RCW title very soon?
Well, the whole one and
Look,
done.
that's heaps good and all, but the real question that I want to get into is Rocktoberfest. Now, Chris Basso, your supposed best friend, not as good as mates as me and Steve are, but your supposed best friend, Chris Basso, had the RCW title won. He could have done it. What are you going to do? After he specifically told you, do not get involved in this match with Rocky Monero by any means, you hit him with a chair.
Really asking the hard-hitting questions, aren't you, Jimmy?
That's what the C-section's all about, am I right, guys?
Thank you, studio audience, but I'll handle this one. Yeah, if you go back and watch the footage, I did hit Chris with the chair. But I tried to stop Rocky Monero from hitting Chris with the chair. And quite frankly, it didn't go to plan.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't go to plan. See, Matt, a lot of people don't know this about me and Mr. Hayter. We actually grew up together. We went to school, primary school, high school, all the way through. I mean, he was a little bit more popular than I was. I was in the drama club.
Yeah, Mr. Drama Class over here while I was on the oval
Yeah,
kicking
yeah,
goals with
Ross,
all the girls.
yeah,
Everyone watching
yeah.
me, Matt Hayter, the best around, baby!
Yeah, good times, fun had by all. Anyway, the fun that wasn't had, though, was by Chris Basso at Oktoberfest. And, mate, don't bullshit a bullshitter, okay? I know you better than half of those people back there. So either one of two things happened at Oktoberfest. A, you didn't think Chris Basso could get the job done by himself. Or B, and this is where my money's on, you screwed him. Come on, the people are dying to know. Do you want to know if Matt Hayter screwed Chris Basso?
I don't think we're about to get an answer to that question. That music can only mean one thing. Downunder's here.
What? Why is Down Under here? What's this all about, Sean?
You're clinging to that run sheet, aren't you, like a life preserver?
Not at all, Sean. I just was waiting for the answer. Tell me
Oi,
you weren't hanging on that.
Shut it! Shut it! This is the C section. Okay? Oi! Oi! Crocodile Dundee! This isn't your time! Take your horse to the Old Town Road. I don't care where you ride to. It ain't gonna be riding in the ring.
Did you plan this, dickhead?
No, I didn't plan it. Don't call me a dickhead either.
Careful, Jimmy.
Hey, yo, the Down Under. What exactly are you doing here?
Well, RCW management haven't given me a match because they are city slicking maggots like every one of you in the crowd. Mate, I've worked harder this week than you've worked in your whole life.
So you're mad that RCW management didn't give you a match?
Yeah, and then we got dickheads out like you taking airtime for a stupid little, what's this, bloody coffee? I don't care, mate.
Dickheads like me coming out here and taking airtime. If it wasn't for dickheads like me, you wouldn't even be in this ring right now. See, I brought wrestling back to Australia and I made it great again. And people like you that come out here and feel like you deserve the spotlight on you are the people that I like to crush with my foot.
You talk about bringing wrestling back to Australia, mate. There is no Australia. Because Australia is filled with maggots like you. I'm the last of a dying breed.
The dying inbreed, yeah? Your parents, brother, sister, I see how it is. I look at you, I see it up and down, head to toe, bit funny. It's okay. Hey, if you want to have a match tonight...
Shut your mouth!
I appreciate the love and support from all my Hayter Knights. We got this together. But if you want to have a match tonight, we can clear up the rugs, the chairs on there. And me and you, we can roll around for a bit. I'm a bit oily right now. I've got tape in my trunks. We can have a match if you want. I'll kick your ass. It's okay.
Sounds good to me.
It's not going to be a match, mate. You're going to get your head kicked in. It's going to make the news, mate. It's going to look like bloody Hindley Street on Saturday night when all the gangs come out to play.
All right, so do you want to see the most egotistical man in wrestling versus Skippy right now? I don't think I have the power to do this, but hell, it's going to happen anyway. Let's start this match. Clear all this shit out. Let's have a wrestle.
We are going to have a match, impromptu as it is here at RCW Live 51. Down Under versus the official ego, Matt Hayter. Jimmy C, more than a little upset here at ringside that the inaugural edition of the C section got prematurely cancelled.
Absolutely. If that was a trial run, I'm not sure we'll see episode 2.
But we never got an answer to our question.
That is the thing, Sean. That's what I really want to know. We never got an answer to the very, very crucial question. Did Matt Hayter screw Chris Basso?
Your thoughts?
Time will tell, Sean. It certainly didn't appear at the time. It appeared like he was trying to help Chris Basso.
Jimmy sadly switching off the on-air sign as we get ready for in-ring action. Hayter's telling us he's always taped and oiled. That I hope that means he's ready to wrestle.
Sounds like some bizarre sort of YouTube channel, Sean. Taped and oiled.
Jimmy C is apparently going to be ringside for this match. Senior referee Michael Kent ready to call the action.
Jimmy C relegated from compere to spectator. At least he's making good use of one of the stools that he brought into the ring.
Did you hear Down Under call himself the last of a dying breed, saying there is no Australia anymore?
He did. He called the crowd maggots.
It's no way to speak to our residents. We are underway with this impromptu match. And something I didn't think I'd be saying, the crowd firmly behind Matt Hayter.
Absolutely, they have absolutely forgotten about wanting that answer. They want to see Matt Hayter, I think, get some revenge on Downunder for the commentary on the crowd.
The last of a dying breed is the last to get a cheer from this breed.
It's called evolution, Sean, and sometimes it's a good thing that things die out.
What, like that haircut?
I would hope to think that the barber who did that's now dead.
You think he actually goes to a barber?
Possibly a slaughterhouse, abattoir.
A couple of sheep shearing implements, one side of the head each. Hayter now going to greet his Hayterites. And they are plentiful in number.
Downunder threatening to kick Hayter's head in.
I don't know whether you can kick in a head that large. It's going to take us a lot of hits.
Takes a lot to get through the ego, that's for sure.
Wearing those world-class ego trunks in tribute to his purported best friend, Chris Basso.
Sean, we are a good 2 minutes into this match, and these men have not touched yet.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it's all about the posturing, and if anyone knows how to posture, it's the ego. Let's see what happens when they finally do.
Locking up now. Downunder with the clear strength advantage in the early going.
Some verbal barbs back and forth there, Sean.
Exchanging pleasantries. Again, Downunder there. No, Hayter, too quick for him.
Absolutely spinning that around, using the advantage, the leverage. Momentum of Downunder against himself.
Oh, a little bit of sass there.
Would one say egotistical?
Absolutely. Hayter had a very rough night at Rocktoberfest last week, going down to Cadie Tre. And then, of course, the incident involving Chris Basso. Perhaps he's looking for a bit of redemption here.
Indeed, we've got the greatest of nights for Matt Hayter.
Bit of frustration to work out. That's why he's prepared to accept the challenge of Downunder, impromptu though it may be. That headlock there grounding the last of a dying breed. Cover.
Hayter hanging on to that headlock, though. Bringing him straight back to the ground.
And the headlock is a humble move, but it does a lot of damage.
Indeed, underrated in the damage it can do.
Jimmy pacing like a caged lion here at the side of the ring. Straight to the eyes there.
No, I think the bridge of the nose, Sean. Downunder's now claiming he's got his nose.
Are you serious? Well, no, come on, they're not.
Senior referee Michael Kent now telling Downunder he must give back Matt Hayter's nose.
Are you serious, Tyler Daniels?
You can see it as well as I can, Sean.
Downunder luring him into a false security cover. Got a 2 count there with that big right hand.
It was a huge right hand, Sean, and it dropped Matt Hayter very, very hard.
And again.
That's a game changer right there.
Downunder now has the clear advantage, whips him across the ring. Lines up. Hayter, no. Slips out. Oiled up, as he says. Ducks. Big running knee there from Downunder, and again, straight to the cover. He's got something to prove here, Tyler Daniels.
He certainly does. Came out here and interrupted the premiere of the C-section, claiming that he should have had a match and management hasn't given him one. very, very upset that there was airtime being wasted on something as foolish as the C-section.
Yeah, but he interrupted it right when we were about to get the answer we needed. Look at that, hitting the back of the knees and that massive shot to the kidneys and lower back.
Look, if there's one thing that Downunder does know how to do, it is how to hurt you.
That's all that slaughterhouse experience and all that work on the lands. He knows how to
Powerful.
take something apart.
Country strong. Big, powerful, country strong lad.
Oh, Jimmy, this is not the thing you want to do right now.
Downunder now turning his attention to Jimmy C.
You don't have any backup here, Jimmy, tonight. Oh, Jimmy C. Perfect distraction there for the official ego. Whips him over. Hops over, and we know what comes next.
The ego buster.
And the ego is now being well fed. Downunder might have been a little stronger in the face there than he expected, though. Downunder! Massive backbreaker out of nowhere. Resilient lad. Cover. Still a 2 count. Hayter does not need to have another bad night here.
No, he doesn't. Quick shots at Hayter, but another huge clubbing blow by Downunder there.
And of course, Tyler Daniels, it's quite likely both these men will be in the Riot City Rumble next month.
Absolutely. So if they don't get things squared away here, there's always the Rumble.
And you know what happens to the winner of the Riot City Rumble?
Yes, they throw everyone else out, Sean.
They become the #1 contender for the RCW Championship and have a title match at our main event of our biggest show of the year, Battle for Supremacy. Could it be Matt Hayter? Winds up. Beautiful elevated DDT there. Goes for the cover. Just the 2 count.
You make a good point there, Sean. If Matt Hayter was to win the Rumble and go on to have a shot at the Riot City Wrestling Championship, would there be any jealousy by one Chris Basso?
Or more importantly, was that the plan all along so that he didn't have to face Chris Basso for the belt?
So he'd rather face someone like Rocky Monero.
Well, they have squared off before. He does know the opponent well. Downunder! Massive spine buster there. That could be it. He's out cold. No. Hayter is rocked. We can see from our broadcast position, his eyes are rolling.
You say that about possibly facing Rocky Monero, but he does actually have a victory over Chris Basso, don't forget.
That is true. He is the Basso beater. Victories over both Chris Basso and the Viking Grim. Oh, no. Jimmy C getting involved, getting that foreign object out of there.
Please say this doesn't mean his pants are going to fall down, though.
No, but I think something else is about to go down. Downunder himself! Cover! It's all over!
Your winner, Matt Hayter!
A measure of redemption, a measure of victory there for the official ego, getting him back on the path, on the road to the Riot City Rumble. And that's a very unlikely alliance there, Jimmy C and Matt Hayter, but just for tonight, looks like old school chums can work side by side. Oh dear. Don't look around down under, you're not going to like the view. Just don't stay there. Oh! That's Rawhide, ladies and gentlemen. The official ego, whipping himself with some authority there.
Yeah, Jimmy, just keep your distance. No need to get any closer now. Did what you need to do. Match is over. Keep your distance.
As I said, an unlikely alliance between these two men.
So is that now become an official title, the Downunder belt that Matt Hayter has now won?
That's a very interesting question.
God, I hope not.
Hayter has his sights set now on the Rumble and the actual championship belt. Might want to consider that a down payment deposit.
Possibly. Well, Sean, that is a very, very interesting first half. Lots, again, things we did not expect, not on the run sheet. Whew, I think we got through it.
A massive main event triple threat, a mystery opponent. It's all coming up on the second half of RCW Live 51. Don't go away.
Residents of Riot City, how did you enjoy the first half of RCW Live number 51? We've got time for a short intermission. For those of you who are here, check out the merch desk, check out the snacks, and check out the barbecue outside. For those of you at home, make sure you stay tuned for the second half of RCW Live 51.
So, March the 7th, Gods and Monsters wrestled Abyss and Sabbath. And in the first couple of minutes of that match, Abyss clotheslined me outside of the ring. I landed on the stage and I tore my PCL and I tore my meniscus within my knee. So I'm not fit to wrestle tonight. Obviously, I don't know how that was a surprise. Look, I honestly don't know how long I'm going to be out for.
Cut the champs music. So, from my understanding, this nice little injury causes you guys to forfeit. Well, looks like it's and still your Riot City Wrestling Tag Team Champion.
Whoa. Now, no one here said anything about forfeiting. And in case you didn't realize, all right, in case you're blind, in case you didn't realize, there's 3 of us in the ring. And even though he can't wrestle, Mickey here has already beaten one woman tonight, and I'm pretty sure she can beat up another couple.
What? No way! Let's fight him!
Oh, unless you guys are scared of being beaten up by a girl. Is that it? Oh, it's on, lads. Here we go.
Them two against us two. Let's do this.
Introducing first the challengers. The Viking Grim, the Huntress Mickey Fortune, Gods and Monsters! And their opponents, they are the reigning, defending Riot City Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Jet, Nick, the Armstrongs.
Nick is a pussy. Nick is a
Tyler Daniels, let's make some history here tonight.
I cannot believe this rubbish, Sean.
An intergender match for the RCW Tag Team Championships.
Absolutely terrible decision. How can this be allowed?
This is modern. This is epoch-changing. That is brutal.
Look, that I don't have a problem with. He's done that to everyone he's ever faced. I get that. What is it? His partner on the outside, however, I have big issue with.
The former RCW Women's Champion, the Huntress Mickey Fortune, could become a multi-division champion tonight.
The fact she's even allowed in this match is absolutely pathetic, Sean.
Hey, get with the times, Tyler. It's 2019. Intergender wrestling is where it's at, and here at Riot City, it can win you gold.
No, Sean. My concern is you can't just go ahead and decide that you just want to change your partner up whenever you choose to.
Can I point you at a little threesome over the history of wrestling known as the Freebirds?
Never heard of her.
The New Day?
No, I don't know him.
No, I'm sure you don't when it suits you. The Huntress going to work there on Jet Armstrong. And he wants none of that.
Well, of course he doesn't. He wasn't expecting this.
Look, he who sets out to fight gods and monsters should expect gods or monsters, and that very much includes the Huntress.
But a Huntress doesn't fit into a god or a monster, surely.
You watch her wrestle, you'll find out she's a monster soon enough.
Look, beside the fact I don't think she should be allowed in this match because it's ridiculous that you can just substitute her in at will when you want. The fact is, she almost got her head taken off earlier by Savannah Summers. How on earth is she going to be any use in this match?
Like that. Exactly like that.
Oh, look, Sean, it's only a matter of time, surely. Two men are going to take care of a woman any day of the week, Sean.
I'm going to enjoy watching you eat those words, Tyler Daniels, because the Huntress is in fine form. Cover. Long 2 count there on the champ. Tags in the Viking. Holy expletive deleted.
Like a gunshot, Sean.
That is tag team continuity right there. Again, another long 2 count. The champ is coming off the worst for this team up.
No worse than your joke.
Nick Armstrong is in the last place you want to be. He's in the gallows of grim. You can't tap out to that move because, of course, it is on the ropes. Therefore, it's a 5 count. But damn, it can do some damage.
Again, just breaking every rule possible, and you love it.
For a man with your history and your reputation, you seem to be very concerned with rules, Tyler Daniels.
Let's just have a look at that. Anytime you claim that I've broken the walls, I seem to be the worst person on the face of the earth, but they can break them, and you think you're just loving every minute of it.
Oh, it's nice to see that you listen to us on YouTube. That's fantastic.
Oh, I don't listen, Sean, but I see you smile at me every now and then.
Uh-oh. Mickey Fortune all tied up.
Well, that's what you get. It was only a matter of time before a woman gets caught up in a man's world, Sean.
No such thing, Tyler Daniels. No such thing.
Well, why do they have a women's division?
To stop people like you from winning that belt.
Do you know, I once thought about that when I had that key to the city.
Why am I not surprised?
Would love to have kicked that Demi Bennett's teeth down her throat.
Cover. 2 count there for Jet Armstrong.
Absolutely. This is where real tag team continuity comes in. Cut that ring off, wear her down. You watch, these Armstrongs are brothers, Sean. They've been doing this together. They've got an unspoken just knowledge between the two of them. Intrinsic understanding.
When Jet Armstrong returned to this company just over 12 months ago, we thought he was going to set his brother straight. We thought he was actually going to make Nick Armstrong eat his words. Instead, he teamed with him, and they've enjoyed a lot of success as a result. No doubting that.
Well, seems like he made the right choice.
He's also done a lot of his brother's dirty work. Cover over the past 12 months, following the champ's lead.
They've assisted each other all the way to the tag team gold, Sean. let's not forget, these two guys beat the former tag team of the Pariah. And the Pariah were a very good young athletic team that were amazing high flyers, and these guys beat them at their own game, wore them down, and were able to take them to the limit and take the titles from them.
Beat them at their own game or cheat them at their own game? I saw things with my own eyes that reanimated Tyler Daniels.
Such as?
I know how that went down.
Please. What? Just like Mickey Fortune's face went straight into the mat, straight down, hey Sean?
Mickey Fortune now.
And again.
As you say, she's very much been cut off from Grim.
That neck injury has to be playing havoc that she picked up earlier in the evening. We talked about Dean Brady not being 100%. There is no way Miss Fortune can be 100%
Yeah, but
here.
look at her fire back now. Oh, not quite. Cover again. Oh, get off the hair, Armstrong. Come on.
What are you talking about? He's just pulling her arms up. Disqualify him. Can't abuse referees like that.
Disqualify who? Grim?
Absolutely. You just can't abuse the referees like that. Show them some respect.
Haven't you powerbombed a few referees in your day?
Define a few.
Big suplex there.
Textbook by Jed Armstrong.
Not only that, but to the Armstrong's credit, it is relentless. Like you said, it's tag team continuity, but it's also relentless.
These guys know their
always
stuff.
On.
They know their stuff, and they've done this for so long. They know each other so well, and they know how to team together, know how to cut a ring off.
Mickey there tried to spin out of that, but Jet caught her to turn it into a punishing maneuver.
Just a matter of time now, Sean. You can see the damage that's been done. It's just a matter of time now.
Mickey Fortune has wrestled 2 matches tonight. Her heart, her will, her ability cannot be questioned. But will her body hold up long enough? I mean, technically, she's had 3 opponents tonight. There we go. Fighting out of the corner. Forearms and elbows first. Goes the leap and...
Not this time.
Slips through. Almost a 3 count there. Oh! Wolf Dog would say it's gut check time now.
Well, that was just instinct by Miss Fortune.
She was so close, fingertip away.
I believe someone once said, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, my friend.
And if there's anyone that would know that, it's the human hand grenade, Tyler Daniels. But Mickey Fortune now. Beautiful.
But she's still on the wrong side of the ring, Sean. She still has to get to the other side and through Jet Armstrong before she can make that tag.
Half a ring, Maz, will be half a kilometre. Both Armstrongs are in the ring. Malfunction at the junction, and here comes the Viking! He's not a house of fire, he's a longboat of fire. And the funeral is for the Armstrongs. Cutter, no, blocked. Big pizza toss there. That's a Norse pizza right there.
I didn't know the Vikings ate pizza, Sean. But I tell you what, Jed Armstrong got all the toppings on that one.
Perhaps lining up now for the Sparta boot.
Nick Armstrong doing the smart thing there.
That was clever.
Absolutely.
Give him that.
That is
absolutely clever.
Tag team again, Sean. Tag team again. They know their stuff.
There's the stuff. The power of the Viking. Brings the Huntress back in. Look out below. New champs. New champs. Oh. Jed Armstrong saving the match.
I thought Jed Armstrong was the legal man. I think the referee's lost his plot here.
Mickey's sizing him up. Look out below. See, definitely a god. Gods can fly, so can Mickey Fortune. And now the champ is all alone with a fired up Huntress. Look out! Armstrong cut her out of nowhere.
There it is.
Oh, Grim just getting there. You know, if he wasn't so goddamn tall, he wouldn't have made that.
That was a definite 3 count right there. I will give him that. He just saved their opportunity, Sean, because that was the end. The Armstrong cutter was going to end it right there.
Tag made by the Armstrongs. And again, Mickey just too far away.
Did Grim make a bad decision there to tag her back in when he did, Sean? Was she truly ready to come back in?
They think they thought they had it with that aerial move. Blind tag there by Grim. Don't turn around, Jet. You're not going to like the view. Big choke slam.
Nope. Huge choke slam, my friend.
Whoa, my God! Grim just managed to kick out of that.
Huge hurricane run. That is a huge hurricane run to get up that high on top of Grim like that.
Jet Armstrong is unfairly underestimated in the power stakes. That man will lift you, move you, and kick your head off, apparently. Big Sparta boot. Don't think he quite got all of it, though, Tyler Daniels.
It looks like he got enough of it, Sean. Jet Armstrong he's grabbing for air right now. Like, when you see people do that, there's usually, well, that doesn't look good.
Here we go. Doomsday device time. There it is. It's all over. New champs. What the hell?
Yes, yes, yes.
What business does Nick Armstrong have doing that?
You do whatever you have to do, Sean.
Well, he's going to pay for it right now.
Or is he?
Oh! Oh my God! No! The Armstrongs have just taken out everyone.
That's why they are the champs, Sean. Call it, Sean. Call it. Call it.
Your winner. Residents, are you ready for the second half of RCW Live 51? No, I said, are you ready? Come on! That's better. As we always do after intermission, it is time to announce RCW's Fan of the Night. To be in contention for this, you have to tweet using the hashtag.
Get off your phone.
We have to tweet using the hashtag.
Do you know who it is that won the competition? Then get off your phone!
Can't disagree with that. You have to tweet using the hashtag RCW Live 51. And our winner tonight is Sarah Robertson. Where are you, Sarah? She's gone. Where is she? There she is, Sarah Robertson. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah, congratulations. You have won yourself an RCW t-shirt. Please pick that up from the merchandise stand before you go. We have a massive 6-man tag team match. We have a mystery opponent match. And we have your triple threat main event to go.
Is anything else going to change before the end of the night, Sean?
Fingers crossed, no.
Okay.
Are you ready to riot? Come on, let's kick it off for the second half. Let's kick it off for the folks streaming at home. Are you ready to riot?
The following match is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Sean, something looks different here. What? There's
Different doesn't begin to cover it.
what?
That's one more than we're used to seeing coming out to this music.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a. What is this? What? How does-
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 180 kilograms and 2,996 liquid ounces, the team of Fists and Flips! And Jonathan Corvidae!
Jonathan Corvidae taking to social media this week to declare himself the newest member of Fists and Flips. I don't think Jensen, Hunt and Kit Kondor know anything about it until tonight.
Yeah, it's fists and flips and the fruitcake.
Fist, Flips and Fluid?
And their opponents,
And the freak?
at a combined weight of 272 kilograms, the team of Cayden Cornell, Carlos Diaz, and James Kray!
One look at James Kray's face tells the story. Tyler Daniels, he does not want to be here tonight. He does not want to be part of this team.
Sean, I caught up with James Kray a little bit before the show started, and it's exactly what he said. You said it was a bit weird that Jonathan Corvidae had taken to social media saying he has announced himself as this. I can tell you right now, James Kray wants as little to do as this as Jonathan Corvidae wants to be in Fists and Flips.
It's going to make for a volatile environment. Cornell there vaping. He and Carlos Diaz getting in the way of each other's entrances. That says a lot for team unity right out of the gate.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this pairing is going to go, Sean. James Kray is not impressed at all, and have Carlos and Cornell ever tagged together or anything like that before?
No, not together as far as I know. Cornell having only his second match here in Riot City. Made his debut at RCW Live 50, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And of course, Carlos Diaz was involved in that hellacious full-blood hardcore match we told you about earlier with Antivirus.
Indeed he was. But I mean, Fists and Flips are a genuine tag team.
Absolutely.
Okay, so they've got an advantage there with Corvidae. However, that's going to play out. Who knows?
Yeah, does that mean they've got a handicap on their advantage now with a team member that they're not used to having?
Less than handy capable. But on the other side, we see Carlos Diaz is a kid with a big ego for his reputation. Cornell, who seems to be more interested in vaping than he does wrestling.
Yeah,
and James Kray, who's not interested.
I still do not get that vaping. You don't want to get gas before the match even starts. How can you do it with a lung full of smoke? How do you keep up with Kit Kondor anyway? Oh my God, he did. No, he didn't. Cayden cannot keep up with Cornell. Oh, I can't keep up with this match.
This is moonsault though. Catches Cornell with the moonsault. Quick start by Kondor as usual.
Kondor, Cornell, too fast for my blood and my mouth.
And now Carlos.
Yeah, you're not making it any easier for me. Oh, Jensen Hunt, thank goodness, no consonants there. The world champion thumb wrestler. The man for all seasons.
So does that make him, now, look, I've heard rumours that his nickname is actually Thumbelina. Can you confirm or deny this?
No, that's what his opponents try to say before they end up on the mat, thumb first.
Well, I will say Carlos Diaz was smart enough not to fall for the thumb wrestling tactic.
Well, look at that strength there in the hands and upper body of Jensen Hunt.
Grabbing a headlock of his own now.
Diaz backs him up, sends him for the ride. And we know what tends to happen here. The man for all seasons doesn't do well with the breaks.
No, he... I
think he caught a lungful of Cayden Cornell's vape there.
think he might have.
Hey, ready for that. Look out below. That big fist drop.
Looked like a knee from here, Sean, but I'll take your word for it. He is fists
Tag
and
team.
flips after all.
Look at that. Kondor covers him up. Diaz there going for a rake of the eyes. Oh no. And now the reluctant one, James Kray. Kray hasn't had a lot of luck with teams, if you think back to the Millennials.
He certainly had the short end of many sticks, let's put it that way.
But he is a lethal competitor. You see the power on that kick.
Look, his strikes are lethal, Sean. He's a very good striker. Very good submission wrestler also.
Yes, to me, he's one of the most underlooked competitors here in Riot City. I put him second only to the great Marvel in terms of submission. But you can't do much when you're picked up in the air and dropped like that. And have a leg drop like that dropped on your cover. There we go, slowing it back down to his pace, ground and pound.
And the other thing that James Kray is vicious.
That's right, look at that. Doesn't just stop, he puts the knee down. Remonstrating there with Jonathan Corvidae. Resonance trying to will Kondor back into this. Here comes Cayden Cornell.
That's not where Kondor wants to be, trapped in that corner with those three men.
As we've talked about before, cutting the ring off, so important in tag team wrestling. Beautiful fisherman style suplex there. Diaz back in. Surprisingly, we're seeing good tag team continuity here from Cornell and Diaz.
Well, they're doing all right there. They're cutting the ring off, as you say. They're keeping Kondor isolated in that corner where they can do as much damage as possible.
Snap suplex takes him back toward the anti-corner. Still just a 2 count, but they're wearing down Kit Kondor.
And we haven't seen Jonathan Corvidae enter this match at all yet, Sean.
No, we have not. And it was really that massive kick from James Kray that was the difference maker. Kray, Cornell, and Carlos, KCC. A lot of consonants in that team. A lot of power now. The Vapor takes him up. Kondor fighting for his life. He's got to get out of there. He's got to get that tag. Reaching, fingertips away. Driven back into the post. Kondor favouring his ribs very heavily. Again, that kick was such a difference maker.
Absolutely, and James Kray is not giving an inch here. Very, very unhappy. And Kit Kondor is taking the full brunt of his unhappiness.
Kondor, that's what he needs. Fingertips away again. Still not enough. Kray winds him up. Beautiful kick there. I don't think he quite got all of it, but he might have gotten enough. Can Diaz cut off the ring in time? He does.
James Kray very fortunately falling back into his corner.
Corvidae's tagged in. Anything could happen now.
Corvidae with a flurry of chops and strikes here on Cornell and Carlos Diaz. James Kray, though, catches him out. Oh!
Chop of his own, and Corvidae is in a lot of trouble. Diaz sets him up for the ride.
Tide changed very quickly there.
Corvidae had some effect, but not enough. Driven back now into that corner. Corvidae, an incredibly unusual competitor. Whether that's going to help him or not is the question.
Unusual is a huge understatement, Sean.
Look at Cornell there, good basics, taking out the legs.
Trying to keep the man grounded, but Corvidae finds a way to his feet now.
And again, cuts him off. Leg sweep there, goes for the cover. And that's the caliber of competitor we're training here at the RCW Academy. Cornell, one of our newest graduates.
Absolutely.
Showing a lot of strength in the basics and the fundamentals here.
Yes, absolutely. Very good Russian, side Russian leg sweep there, Sean. The fundamentals, the basics. Know how to do the basics and know how to do them very well.
The residents willing Corvidae back into this match, but it's not enough against Cornell.
From the second match, Cornell is, huge chop, is doing a very good showing here. And James Kray says, don't tag me, tag Carlos.
Directing traffic.
Carlos now taunting the team of Jensen Hunt and Kit Kondor.
That foul attitude of the former bruiserweight coming to the fore again. Oh, Corvidae! That drunken master liquid style.
James Kray screaming at Carlos Diaz to get Corvidae. Corvidae suckering Diaz with kicks to the face now.
That was strategy. That was
Absolutely.
some very strong strategy. The slaps now, and the forearms, and the jumping knee. Look at that. My God! What a rally by Corvidae.
Unconventional, Sean. Absolutely unconventional.
But deadly. Here comes the man for all seasons. The big man winds up. And we know what comes next. We're going round the world. That's two very big men who are very dizzy right now. And I think Cornell's about to take the trip as well.
No, fighting out of it, or trying to.
Oh my God, winds him up.
The Chelsea dagger. He calls that the Chelsea dagger, Sean.
Amazing impact on that maneuver.
But Carlos cuts him off again. Was there a tag there? I'm not sure if there was a tag or not.
Senior referee Michael Kent isn't indicating otherwise. Hooking the leg now. My God, look at that. That was a hellish moonlight. Oh, right on the button.
A running knee by James Kray takes out Kit Kondor.
Corvidae with the Corvidae cranium.
The Corvidae cranium.
You heard me. Cornell. Moonlight drive. Everybody's down except for Cayden Cornell. Kondor back in it. Knows he's got to win it for his team. Oh dear.
This does not look good for Cayden Cornell. Oh, this does not look good for anyone.
This does not look good for flips and fists. Look out below! Huge tower there. What an impact.
Carlos Diaz and James Kray sacrificing Cayden Cornell to take out Jensen Hunt and Kit Kondor there.
It's all up to Corvidae now.
Where is he going, Sean? This does not look good.
Cornell trying to roll out of the way. Corvidae thinks better of it. Stomp in the chest, direct and effective. Uh-oh. That's it. Cornell with the victory.
Out of nowhere, roll up.
Your winners, the team of Carlos Diaz, James Kray, and Cayden Cornell!
Scratch one in the win column there for Cayden Cornell. James Kray already making his way to the back, and Carlos Diaz is just as shocked as these residents are.
Carlos Diaz, look at his face. He actually didn't know who won. He actually had to wait for the ring announcer to say who won before he realised that he was on the winning side of that one.
That's got to be heartbreaking for Jonathan Corvidae there. He knew what he was doing. He was setting Cornell up for a big top rope move.
And what does that mean for his induction into fists and flips?
Oh, look at that. Kit Kondor helping him out. Asking him what happened. You know what, it may not be a permanent team, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of animosity there, which is nice to see. That was a hell of a showing from Corvidae. He's got grit.
He surprises me every time we see him. That's all I can say.
Yeah, if he's liquid, then he's salt water, because he's definitely got some grit.
Coming up next, Sean, is the mystery. You talked about it at the top of the show. The mystery opponent here for Izzy Shaw.
I'm looking forward to finding out who this is. Who could it be?
I have no idea, Sean.
The following match is scheduled for one fall! Making her way to the ring the sweetheart of Australian wrestling, Izzy Shaw!
No longer just the sweetheart of Adelaide wrestling, a decorated and veteran competitor who has made her way around this country, competing in all sorts of arenas and promotions, making a hell of a name for herself on the scene.
This young lady has also wrestled internationally, Sean. I know she's actually wrestled in countries such as China, for example.
A well-travelled competitor. We are very proud to have her as part of the RCW locker room, Izzy Shaw. But now we're going to get our answers, Tyler Daniels.
It's time, Sean, we find out who it is.
And her opponent.
Ooh. Oh my God! It's Casey Johns!
No!
It's Casey Johns!
Former Riot City Wrestling Women's Champion, Casey Johns!
The former champ has come home! This place has come unglued! Casey Johns is back in Riot City Wrestling!
That is not who we anticipated, Sean. I had no idea what to expect, but I certainly would never have picked this.
One of the most vicious, powerful, strong, independent competitors that this company has ever seen. And she's back. The residents making her feel welcome. She's got a smile on her face now, but Izzy, I don't think that smile's going to be there for long. Look how good she looks, Tyler Daniels.
Absolutely. Streamlined, looking very, very good, very athletic and competitive.
What a moment for RCW Live 51. What a moment for our first full live stream. Yes, the former champion, a triumphant return.
And she's excited, Sean. Absolutely ecstatic to be here, clearly.
Yeah, but
high-fiving the crowd.
You know as well as I do that that excitement will wear off in a minute. When that bell rings, it's all business for Casey Johns.
Well, that'll be interesting to see, Sean, what happens from here.
There's the power that we know. Izzy, no slouch in the power department, certainly no shrinking violet as a competitor. But how do you prepare to face the former champion who hasn't been here for a while?
Forget that, Sean. How do you face anyone who you don't know who they are until they walk through that curtain to start with?
Of all the shocks that Izzy Shaw could have prepared for, this is the worst of them. She's recovering well, but the residents firmly behind Casey. Izzy with those strikes to the throat, but again, the power game. Look at that! I think Casey enjoyed getting hit in the face a couple of times there. Tyler, she's been no slouch while she's been away. She's been working extensively in Western Australian wrestling. In a lot of tournaments as well. Cover. And also, and I know you'll believe this, competing on the football field as well.
That does not surprise me, Sean.
She's looking trim, taut, and terrific. Winding up there. And you know, if I were Tony Toro, I'd be clutching that women's championship belt a little tighter. Oh, Izzy Shaw! Back in it with the speed and the agility and that neck breaker.
Absolutely, don't rule Izzy Shaw out, Sean. She knows her way around that wrestling ring.
Not ever, Izzy. One of the toughest competitors, pound for pound. Going for the cover. Couldn't grab the legs in time. Casey Johns able to kick out. Izzy now a house of fire. Casey firing back. Sends her out. As I was saying, if I was Tony Toro, I'd be clutching that women's championship belt a little tighter. Casey might decide she wants it back tonight.
Well, how long is she here for, Sean? Is it tonight? Is she back for good? What's the story?
I hope it's for good. That would be fantastic. Oh, Izzy, you took too long.
That would certainly... Oh, and a hot shot. Great across that top rope to Casey Johns there.
That's going to be an ultimate equaliser no matter who you are.
Absolutely. Well, if Casey Johns is planning on staying around for a while, that will certainly change things up in the women's division here at Riot City Wrestling.
Absolutely. Izzy wisely capitalising on that hot shot, targeting Casey's head and neck.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine if she got a submission victory over the former champ?
I think you'd find Casey Johns would let her break her neck before giving up, Sean.
Absolutely. But of course, all this damage is going to help Izzy with the Izzy kick if she can land that.
Lands a lovely knee there to Casey Johns. Quick whip.
Look at that agility from Johns. That's new. Big spine buster.
That's not new, Sean. We've seen that many times.
That could be it. Still just a 2 count. And a little bit of mustard on that one for good measure. Oh, Casey's looking at that corner. She's got evil intentions.
Has she ever had anything but evil intentions?
Wait a minute, Casey's going up? Tyler Daniels, this is very new. Whoa! Casey Johns with the moonsault, no one home. Izzy lines up for the kick, she's got it! That's gonna be it! Izzy Shaw with the victory here against a mystery opponent tonight. My God.
Well, Izzy, everything she could to capitalise on that missed moonsault with a huge kick straight to the face. Lovely super kick execution there. And only a 2 count, Sean. What will it take for Izzy to keep Casey on the mat?
Says if 1 wasn't enough, let's go for 2. She almost decapitated Casey with that first one. Don't turn around, Casey. You're not going to like the view. Misses it. Oh, we know what this is, Tyler Daniels. She wants her to ride the lightning. Izzy knows 2, fights her way out. Beating her down, does not want to end up in that position. Oh. Almost a code breaker-like maneuver there.
Absolutely, almost a jawbreaker there. She could have knocked Casey out.
Locks her in the last chancery. Again, that head and neck area weakened from the hot shot, weakened from the kick. Casey, can she make it to the ropes?
Yes, she does, Sean. Izzy will need to break that hold.
She's going to use that 5 count to her full advantage, and who can blame her? Tyler Dennis, did you think we'd be seeing this match tonight?
Absolutely not, Sean. As we said, mystery opponent. We knew Izzy was going to be here. What we didn't know was who her opponent was going to be, and we certainly didn't expect this fight.
What an absolute treat from these Riot City Wrestling City Chicks. The way our women's division was one of the best in the country, if not the world. Casey now. Again, upstairs. Evil intentions. Izzy fighting her way out.
Shoves Casey back off of that second rope, but Casey fires straight back again.
And I think she's got it locked this time. Ride the lightning! That is going to be it. Casey Johns victorious in her return.
Your winner, Casey Johns!
And there's a sight we haven't seen for a while, and I've missed. Casey Johns in victory. Welcome back. The entire women's division is on notice, and you know that our champion, the Huntress, Mickey Fortune, is watching this somewhere and scowling.
Mickey Fortune would be watching this, wishing that she could have been in this ring. One thing I'll give Mickey Fortune is she loves a fight, will not back down from a fight, and would love to have been here to go one-on-one with Casey Johns tonight, I guarantee it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why she's scowling. Laid up with an injury after that ladder match at Key to the City. Her belt taken. And now look at this, a former champion coming back to make a statement, saying, I want to be back and part of the conversation here in Riot City Wrestling.
Well, coming up next, Sean, this is it. The big main event for this evening. What we originally thought was going to be HAVOK versus Sabbath is now a triple threat.
Let's go to Andy Anderson in center ring.
The following match, scheduled for one fall, is your main event and is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 97 kilograms, he is the master of mayhem, HAVOK!
He's wrestled all around the state, the country, and the world. One of the most decorated competitors Australian wrestling has. And he says he wants the respect of Riot City. He's not here to earn it, he's here to take it.
And he should, Sean. You saw during the week, he marked his 20th year anniversary in the industry. Amazing. I don't know that there's any other active wrestlers currently who are 20 years in the business in this country.
And his opponent, Weighing in at 80 kilograms. He is great all the time. Tony Toro!
And I managed to catch a look at the RCW Women's Championship during intermission. He's defaced it with that G-A-T-T, the great all the time, declaring this the GAT Championship.
I did see that myself as well, Sean. I was wondering if you had a chance to see that. I did see that and smiled myself.
Smiled?
Absolutely, well-deserved. The man who holds the belt deserves to be able to call it whatever he wants.
That's absolutely ludicrous, even for you.
Is he not holding the belt, Sean?
He's a thief.
Is he not holding the belt, Sean?
He's a thief.
So your answer is yes, Tyler Daniels, he is holding the belt.
My answer is he's a thief, he's no champion.
All I asked was he holding the belt?
And their opponents. From the Shadow Isle, weighing in at 90 kilograms, he is the Dark King, Zach Sabbath!
Someone who has legitimately held the richest prize in all of Australian wrestling, the Riot City Wrestling Championship, the Dark King, Zach Sabbath. As he said earlier tonight, he is indeed an equal opportunist. He's quite prepared to kick both their asses before this night is through.
Absolutely, he's had some time to think about this. He's talked about last match with Izzy Shaw not being able to prepare for her opponent, not knowing who to prepare for. Zach Sabbath has had to change from thinking he's having a singles match one-on-one with the Master of Mayhem to now having a triple threat match with Tony Toro and HAVOK. How does this change things? What is the game plan? And we know HAVOK and Toro had a moment earlier, but Toro has an issue with Zach Sabbath. HAVOK wants respect. How does this play out?
I think actually Sabbath's got an advantage in this match, Tyler Daniels. He wants to kill Tony Toro. It's as simple as that, and I think that's going to help him focus on both.
We are underway in our main event triple threat match here, Sean.
Tony Toro took out both Mickey Fortune and Selena at Key to the City. We haven't seen Selena since. We know that Mickey Fortune suffered that horrendous ankle injury. Sabbath very ticked off about both.
And we saw both of them face each other at HQ recently at Rocktoberfest.
HAVOK coming off a victory against his most recent nemesis, Steve Miller.
Absolutely, that was a huge match. And again, Steve Miller took his eyes off the prize, lost focus, and HAVOK picked up the win. Zach Sabbath also, let's not forget, cheated by using a foreign object and spraying mist in the eyes of Tony Toro.
Tried to explain to you before, mist is not a foreign object in professional wrestling. It is not an illegal maneuver.
So it's legal to mist someone in the face?
Yes. You familiar with the Great Muta?
Yes, I'm also familiar with that not being a legal move.
Zach Sabbath now firing away at Tony Toro. And answers for HAVOK as well. He's going to need eyes in the back of his head. So far, so good. Sabbath and the numbers game, just too much there. Oh, and so much for tension between Tony Toro and HAVOK. Look at that. Turned into a goddamn ambush.
Well, we knew this was always a danger here, Sean.
Toro choking him out on those ropes. I saw you on the RCW YouTube page looking at the rules recently. Maybe next time you feel like doing that, you can look up Poison Mist and see how right I am.
Yes, Sean. The rules.
Sending Sabbath for the ride. What are you muttering about?
The rules, Sean. Mist is a foreign object, Sean.
We're going to have to agree to disagree on that as HAVOK goes to work again on Zach Sabbath. He and Toro seem to have reached a meeting of the minds here.
Yeah, this was always the concern in this match, Sean. We knew that HAVOK was out for respect anywhere he could get it, and Tony Toro just wanted to destroy Zach Sabbath.
Less a match, more a mugging now. Or even perhaps a regicide. HAVOK directing traffic. His usual offsider, Benjamin Rosenthal, not here tonight. Thunderous impact there. Must be why the odour in here is so pleasant tonight. No Rosenthal. The residents never shy about showing their disapproval for Tony Toro.
I didn't know Toro was a witch.
Yes, that's exactly what they're saying. Well heard, well heard. Sabbath, double Irish whip into the corner.
And some tag team type continuity. Oh,
not enough. Stacked up like cordwood. Oh! And again, like I said, that numbers game. Just too much. Little bit of tension there now between these two. They were of a mind. You've got to wonder, was that alliance forged just in the heat of battle, or did they plan this out in the locker room beforehand?
Look, knowing HAVOK and Toro's mind, anything's possible, but it seems to be just a momentary thing. They seem to have an understanding here that they're both going to target Zach Sabbath.
Yeah, but you know there's one big problem with that, don't you? Only one man can walk out as the winner. And all this tag team maneuver, all this continuity is lovely. Here we go. And that's what I'm talking about. We've seen this before. Oh, Tony Toro saying, okay, that's fine. You know what? You take it.
We've got a...
Oh, Toro! That Benedict Arnold.
And this is where it all falls apart, Sean.
We've seen it before in triple threat matches. Sabbath now. Big double clothesline. And that's the moment that the Dark King needed.
Knocking that HAVOK and Toro over and over again.
An absolute house of fire. Big splash there in the corner. Stereo. Ducks under. Whoa!
Huge spin wheel kick there on HAVOK. Zach Sabbath then goes to pin 1, 2, and Tony Toro just at the very last moment there.
Sabbath, a master of several martial arts. Toro, I think, has made the wiser choice. Just get him out of there while he's fighting mad. Maybe, just maybe, he can score the victory on HAVOK.
I tell you what, he'd better hope that this plan comes off, because if this turns bad for Tony Toro, HAVOK will not be a happy man.
That's right, Toro's got to strike hard, strike fast, and strike very, very efficiently. Because if HAVOK can turn it around, it's going to look like that. No, Toro again! That's what he needs to keep him off balance if he wants that victory. Cover, he might have it here. Just a 2 count. HAVOK clutching his midsection there. Toro convinced he's not going to win. Sabbath has other ideas.
Chops the legs out from underneath Toro.
And hangs him up in a tree of woe.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that impact. Better put him in right in the wrong spot. Blue Thunder Bomb there. He's going to take it home now. Still just a 2 count. Toro struggling with those ropes, trying to get himself unlocked.
That right there was the perfect opportunity for HAVOK. Hits that Blue Thunder Bomb while Tony Toro trapped in the corner. And unfortunately just couldn't get it done. Zach Sabbath, too much still left in the tank.
And again, as we've seen, HAVOK losing focus, getting frustrated. Changing opponents now. That's unwisely giving Sabbath time to recover. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Sabbath. Oh! I'd say that's a meeting of the... Oh my goodness. That's not quite a meeting of the minds, but it's not G-rated either.
I don't know why, Sean, but the term meat and potatoes came to mind.
Goodness me.
Well, if HAVOK and Toro weren't well acquainted before, they certainly are now.
Sabbath goes upstairs. Moonsault takes them both out, but the King does himself some damage as well.
All 3 men down now.
Battle of attrition. Who wants it more? Who can gut through the pain and will themselves to victory? The residents believing it's going to be Sabbath. Exchanging blows now with Tony Toro.
Big right hands between Sabbath and Toro here. Now forearms.
Kicks his head off there.
and one for HAVOK.
Yeah, exchanging forearms with HAVOK is a very different matter, though. Man is solid muscle. He's got the smarts and the cruelty to back it up. Oh my God!
Oh,
She tosses him like a rag doll.
certainly did.
Toro going for the cheap shot there, but of course, triple threat match rules. There are no disqualifications. Just what Toro needs. Muscles him up for that forward suplex. Sabbath wants the Vile Driver. Toro spins out of it. Oh my God! Knocks him down with Tony's choice. Still going for the pin on HAVOK.
Oh, so close there. So very close.
Senior referee Michael Kent confirming a 2 count. I thought that was 3.
Very, very smart move there. Toro with Tony's choice dumping Zach Sabbath front first onto HAVOK, but still couldn't quite get the job done.
Now he's got the women's championship. Again, no disqualification in this triple threat match.
I misheard you. I believe you said the GAT championship.
No, I did not, and I will not.
The great all-the-time championship.
Not great then. Sabbath sets him up for the Vile Driver. He nails it.
He certainly does. This could be it. No, HAVOK now.
HAVOK sending him over the top rope. Cover. HAVOK takes it, the master of mayhem, the ultimate opportunist.
Your winner, HAVOK!
It is fair to say that HAVOK is on a red-hot streak right now, Tyler Daniels. 2 wins in as many weeks.
Indeed he is. 2 big, big victories over Steve Miller at the Oktoberfest, and now RCW Live 51 picks up the victory in a huge triple threat match.
That is going to give him so much momentum. And again, you got to think that all 3 of these men are going to be part of the Riot City Rumble next month.
Absolutely.
November 9, Latvian Hall.
Have we seen the end of this? Are there things that need to be sorted out after this at the Riot City Rumble, Sean?
How appropriate, HAVOK scoring the victory after throwing the Dark King over the top rope. Because of course that's what you've got to do at the Rumble if you want to win.
You certainly do. You certainly do.
Toro clutching that stolen title as HAVOK raises his hands in the air. The victory is his tonight here at RCW Live 51. And Tyler Daniels, it's time for us to head back to the ring.
It is indeed.
How appropriate to see HAVOK get that victory after throwing Zach Sabbath over the top rope, just like you're going to need to do at the Riot City Rumble, November 9.
But can he do it with all the rest of the locker room involved in that match? It's going to be huge. We are on the road to the Riot City Rumble, Sean. What do we see? Is this, between the 3 of them, is this done? Will we see this play out in the Riot City Rumble? Will we see best friends, Matt Hayter, Chris Basso? What happens there? Do we see, is Downunder going to have something to say about it? Who knows, Sean?
Just think of all the tag teams that are going to be in the Rumble as well. Every man for himself, because the winner of the Riot City Rumble becomes the #1 contender for the RCW Championship and gets their title match at our biggest show of the year, Battle for Supremacy. But who will be the champ by the time the Riot City Rumble is over?
Who indeed? We see Cadie Tre being just very unusual, unlocking his opportunity in a one-on-one match at the Rumble against the Riot City Wrestling Champion, Rocky Monero. Who will be the champion when we come to Battle for Supremacy in December, Sean?
Monero's got an entire month to prepare, so do we. Make sure you keep it locked on all of RCW's social media channels and our YouTube channel to keep up with the latest updates. Residents, have you had a good time tonight? That's what we like to hear. Please give yourselves a massive round of applause. Thank you for coming out and supporting Australian wrestling, independent wrestling, and Riot City Wrestling. I'm Sean Fuser for The Difference, Tyler Daniels. We'll see you all at the Riot City Rumble. Good night.